Yes, Water, you are first. Let me just put on my headphones, because I think my headphones are part of this. Alright. Okay. So yes, Water, you are first. I shift stuff back, as you guys can tell. Like, it's usually I start at 2. It's 2:15 when I started today. Basically, it's 2:14, but, I'm a minute early, according to me. So, you know, you know. But yeah, so that's a thing. So as a result, here I am. Oh my god. Eddie is not phased by that anymore. He's like, that's dad's yawn. That's nothing new. So fair enough. You know? Yep. Okay. Hello, Akisabi. Hello, Mr. Mountains. Hello, Water. Tea Soda pulls up. Yo, bet. Welcome. I'm about to bring out the game, the game. Just give me one moment. I'm right now stalking in my own server. I'm looking at what people are doing. You know? I want to just understand what the fuck is going on since I've been asleep. Because, sometimes I slept, and when I slept, I don't really know what's going on, so it's nice to, stock, just to get an idea, you know? I know more main Sun Fam. Why? What happened to Sun Fam within the time of, last season and now? And then Emerald says, hello, father. Hello, my son. How you doing? As you can tell, your father is dying. He is tired. I wish I were a dog right now so I could lick my balls in public and make it totally okay. But then again, I don't think that's gonna help me since that's a headache that I have, and licking your balls does not help a headache at all. So I don't know. It's a very strange situation. Emily, could I have ibuprofen with my tea, please? Awesome, thank you. So Michael, what I just said is exactly what's up. I don't think there is anything else for me to discuss in terms of what's up. I think my entire thing about me wanting to be a dog and then realizing that me being a dog because of my headache will not, or migraine actually better to say, will not change anything. So yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, I just you know. So let's summarize today's stream so far, thus far, which has only been for 3 minutes. I greeted people. I then proceeded to talk about how I am going to bring out a game in a bit. I then discussed how I want to be a dog, but realized that being a dog through the publicly licking of my own balls does not actually relieve me of any migraines of any sort. And then I asked Emily for an ibu, and then you came in. So that is what happened, and that's what's up. All right, Water says I changed to movies because I got better equips for it in units. Okay, fair enough. That's fair, actually fair. I think this is one of the few times in the history of banners of Dragon Ball Legends that if you want to change teams, now's the chance to do it. Or if you want to have a secondary team, now's the chance to do it. Because if you summon on the future banner, then you have access to a future team and most likely even to some degree a God Key team. And then if you, or even Sun Family actually. And then if you were to do it on the movies banner, you have most likely access to movies or fusions to some degree, So I totally get it, or even powerful opponent to some degree, of course. It's a degree to things, but yeah, I get it. But the main ones are if you were to summon on one or the other banner, you would have access to movies or future, or if you summon on both, you have access to most likely both, which is pretty cool. Sorry, guys. That's my yawn. People disbanding on a 14-star green movie trunks. Mr. Mountains, listen, there are people that are weird. I paired up with a 4-star green movie Trunks. He's great. He does exceptionally well. He's good enough. I don't know why people disband. Guess who's back for some more raids? It's you, Doc. You. But I need to actually get my phone. But that requires actually, you know, it needs me to actually get up and get my phone. I realize that I'm a little lazy, and until I get my phone, I'm not gonna be raiding. I just realized, so I have to actually get up from my sick setup where I have like a blankie on my lap, and I'm sitting down, and I'm watching a pupper eat, and I'm talking to you guys, and yet I have to go literally less than a meter away to pick up my phone. Holy shit! What is wrong with me? I am lazy. Ruan says God Key used to be my best team, but now it's Future. But I also use Saiyan's Regen and Rival Universe. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, Future is the best team. So, yeah. It's just inarguably the best team. Mono Purple's coming up there, though. Because Mono Purple is extremely popular right now because JP is using it a lot. That's in Japan. As soon as Japan stops using it as much, NA is going to start not using it as much. And then people are going to be like, oh, it's already done. Oh, hi, Emily. You're just standing over there looking like a mysterious watcher of the night. A dark knight of sorts. With a white robe, though, so that's kind of clashing. Yeah, a little. A little. Could you get me my phone? Because I, for some reason, am not willing to get up. I'm lazy. Actually, yes. Because of the stick setup. You see, with this ergonomic blanket, what I have actually officially done is I've actually covered my feet in such a way that I don't have to move them again for the next 3 hours. And I get to keep them warm without any form of moccasin. On top of that, I'm in such a good position that if I move now, I will never get the greatest chair setup I've ever placed upon me in any freaking way that I've ever done in my entire life. You see, thank you, I appreciate this.
It's not an ergonomic blanket.
It's good enough. It's an ergonomical blanket of sorts. Of sorts. Of sorts. Doesn't understand. They never understand. You love them, but they don't understand. Ash says hello. Expert Owl, hello. Welcome. Let me just. Oh, I should do my adventures. Oops. Have I been slacking? I might have been slacking. Back. Metric system, best system. Exactly. Got Elif Rose up to 7 stars, and not having him before, and also Zamasa Goku Assist is now 11 stars. Awesome. Good job. Alright. Let me just go pick up, like, some more, this, and then we begin the raid. Yeah, just grab 10 of that, so that way when it happens again later today, I'll have, you know, adventures ready. And then we begin. Why to go guilt Emily there? Listen. I guilt Emily not because I want to, because I love her. You see, that is what matters. About yes, it is BS, but that's not the point. Let me tell my viewers BS, okay? Heck. All right. Oh wait, no, not search. Oops. Feck, whatever. And then I'll start inviting after this. New Broly 14 stars, 9-star Gogeta Blue, but still no LL Goku Vegeta. Fair enough. Sorry to hear that, Demetrius. Keep getting the new Broly. I have him 11 stars now. Nice. I have him 7. I spent Only the amount of CC that you saw me spend on my summons video, and that was it. I have not spent on the banner since. I am, for some reason, exceptionally strong. And waiting for Christmas, as I've actually stated. Alright, you just chill. Okay, where's my green? There it is. Okay. Wow. This is why you don't use your blue so fast. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're ready. I can start doing green. Boom. Okay. Okay. He is Vegeta's. Alright, we're gonna go strike. And that's that. Didn't get the setup that I wanted, but that's okay. Ooh, thank you. I appreciate you, Emily. I actually do. I love you. Thank you. How hot is it? Like, really hot right now? Probably. Okay. I'll wait for a second. Seki poo. Alright. Can't help summoning on these banners. The triple A since triple Z power is too good to pass up. Fair enough, but you know what they say? I have a theory about that. So, because they've done the triple rates and the triple banners and all that other stuff, I have a theory that our first summonable Ultra, which is obviously not going to be triple rated, is going to show up. And is going to definitely change the tide of the game. So, although these are great banners, no doubt. This means that in the foreseeable future, the summonable Ultras are about to show up. And once they show up, not having any CC for them could be meta-defining. Could be. I'm not saying will be. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're baiting us. What I'm saying is they are diverting attention for now. So, wait, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, no, I did. Wait, did I set up? Okay, sweet. Okay, this works out. Wow. Okay. So, I'm just thinking of it that way. So, I want to see what banners are actually coming out before I further push my CC into a banner that I actually like. So, don't get me wrong. That I really want to summon on. But I want to see what else is on the horizon before I further push. Alright, let's... Sweet. Alright, so my goal is to get as many blue cards in hand. But I won't, do it if it's gonna actually cost us, the game. Alright, here we go. Woo! There we go. I'm ready. Boom. And that's that. Alright. I pretty much 14-star everyone in the box. All my friends have pulled all the units without saving CC, while I saved 6 and got no units. Ash, that's just bad luck. That's some bad luck for you. Imagine the first Ultra being a Gohan. Oh my god. First summonable Ultra. But my 14-star EX Jiren and Goku are nice. Yep. Basically what he's saying is this is not the type of company really something to OP without an ulterior motive, somewhat lower the value of the units on it. So, exactly, Monkey. You got it. You got it. Listen, I hope I'm wrong. But I have seen plays like this in the past. I have seen it in the past, and I'm just worried that this is legitimately what they're actually doing. Now, will that actually lower the values of these banners immediately? No. But will it do it in the future as we are just like, oh, shoot, we probably should have saved CC for Summonable Ultra? Yeah, that's very possible. I mean, with Gogeta Blue, when Gogeta Blue and Full Power Broly came out, they entered the meta during a time that UI, Jiren, Dispo, and Topo were out as well, but they didn't break fully into it. However, over the course of time, who were the units that actually who lasted? Was it the Black Friday units or was it the Christmas units that lasted? Newsflash, everyone, it was the Christmas units. So, when I consider that, I have the same expectations. And when I have the same expectations, you have to wonder what can they do to top something that is a triple rate banner? And that's why I'm thinking what I'm thinking. It's not really about the stars, Expert Owl. It's actually more about the units themselves. What are the units that they're releasing? The stars will come with time. Where's my green? There it is. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Beautiful. He is a strike-based unit, so we're gonna go with Blast there and give him that. Yo, bet Mike. If the ultra rates are too low, it's gonna be ridiculously hard to pull one. No, I agree, Ruan, but we'll see. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that, Adaksh. I'm sorry to hear that. I understand that, Akisabi. Honestly, a lot of players are enticed by these triple rate banners, and triple rate banners are really good. Like, don't get me wrong. Triple rate banners are fantastic. Actually, we're gonna save it for later. Use later. It's honestly, thus far, the best banners we've ever had. I'm not even afraid to say it. These are the 100%. As of all of the history of Dragon Ball Legends, the best banner we've ever had. And nothing anyone can say can change my mind. 100% these are the best banners. There's nothing better that has ever happened. The closest thing to this was when Beerus and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan first showed up as characters that could be summonable on. Their in-game banner rates were at 20%. 10 or 20% chance to pull them. That's huge. And then their tickets actually was 10% or 5%. So that's the closest we've ever gotten to something as good as this. And sure, the rates on these banners not as good as the Gohan and Beerus banner, but what they've given us instead was triple rate. And the ability to be a whale matters a lot. But as you guys might have discovered in PvP, that being a whale doesn't mean everything. And I think Toshi and the devs actually wanted to make that point across to all of us. That you don't have to be a whale to be good at PvP, that you still have to be good at PvP to, well, do well. Plus, we also have the upcoming. We're gonna do this. Swaparuni. Yep. Boom. Beautiful. Done. Hello, Zephyr. How you doing? We'll see. Let me just test the T for a bit. As you guys can see, I love to set up blue cards. It's so much fun. Because it's such a waste of time. I want to make this Broly sweat, you know? He's got to sweat hard. He's not sweating if he ain't, you know, getting hit by blue cards for a good solid 30 seconds. He needs to be hit for 30 seconds. Yo, Emily. Where is Eddie? Is he just, like, with you? Or no? Okay. Is he chilling? Hey, Zephyr, how you doing? Sorry about that, dude. I was kind of like, doing some things in my brain. All right, who wants to join next? And also, in regards to a 2-star ultra, it depends on the ultra. If they're summonable ultras, I can only imagine that a summonable ultra, you have to go to him and stop him, so you redirect him. A summonable ultra, how would that look in comparison to a free-to-play ultra? I would assume that the summonable ultra would be a lot more devastating, even at 2 stars. Because I mean, like, let's be real. A 2-star Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with this plat equip was impressive enough to keep up with the top 1K players. So imagine if you have a 2-star Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but then you decide, no, I don't. I have a 7-star Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, no, you chill. You chill, game. You gotta wonder if a 2-star LF could be what it is with a plat equip, of course. Could a summonable ultra be just as good, if not maybe even better, because they just chose it to be better? Very possible. Not 100% certain. Again, this is a lot of prediction basing. So it's not like it's 100% confirmed what I'm saying. It's just me theorizing. Based upon, things that I've seen. And that's it. Okay, where is... Okay, perfect. We are pretty much set up. We just need to now do it. Okay, fact. Alright. 1. Switch. 2. Perfect, we're ready. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, we got a blue card getting thrown. That's fine. A little unnecessary, but that's okay. Just gonna... Oh, throwing a second blue card? Wow! Yeah, you gotta make him sweat. That's fair. Let's go. Alright, let's see. I still doubt they'll make ultra rates any lower than LFs. I mean, we'll see. I hope you're right, NXRJ. I would think so too, but you never know. Can't get into Save My Life. I'm sorry to hear that, Dark Halo. How much Z-Power would we get for a summonable ultra? Should be more than 600 since it's a higher rate already? No, I think it'd only be 600, Ron. I don't think it would be more or less, but who knows? And Tay, do you know if there's going to be a good Gogeta 4 banner anytime soon? No, right now there is no evidence to support beyond New Year's that there's going to be a good Gogeta for Super Saiyan 4 banner anytime soon. I think New Year's might be the only time, or Christmas, where he'll make a reappearance in a banner that is actually worth putting your CC into. So, it's unfortunate, but yeah, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 is one of those elusive characters right now because Anniversary was still so recent. And then spent 10k chronos and didn't get even to the Blue Rose. Yo, 10k CC only? Really? Only 10k? Why only 10k, dude? I'm sorry, like, you might not be a dude, but, like, the point is, why only 10k? That's not even enough to say, to call yourself shafted. On a step up? Can't do 10 and then expect what you want. I mean, if you do that and then you get it every single time, that's great, but if you don't, I'm not surprised. 10k CC it's peasant CC. Even for a free-to-play, it's peasant CC. For a whale, it's nothing, but for free-to-play, that's peasant CC. If you're properly saving your CC for step-ups. If you had told me, like, at least 15k, I would have felt for you. Or 20k, I would 100% felt for you. But 10k, I'm questioning you. Well, Monkey, I think one of the things that they could do is, make summonable ultras less appear less in banners. So, like, instead of what they do with LFs, where they, like, throw a ton of them in, for each banner, they could, like, do specific LFs, specific ultras in specific banners, and just lower the amount of times they show up. Meaning that if you really want those units, you have to actually summon. Okay. Okay. Just... What the feck? Oh, no. He's throwing too many blues. He's not paying attention. It's over. Yeah. The lack of attention is what costed us this this free rush. Oh, well. Well, you're about to get hit. We should only spend 10 KCC, lol. Add a 0. Oh, my God, yeah. You shafted, improvise, adapt, overcome. Exactly, Expert Owl. You got it. I mean, I have been shafted before, and I can tell you right now, it sucks, but you accept it, and you just deal. You deal. Oh, wait. Do I have another? Can I do this again, or am I done? Yeah, I think I'm done. That's fine. All right. Click! Click, Daksh! Or is this Royalty L? Oh, it's Royalty L. That's why. They don't... Never mind. It's not Daksh. It's this person who does not seem to understand how to do raids properly. I'm going to call you out because this is some bad raiding. My God. There we go. You can kill on the first bar. You don't have to do it for the second time. Spent 35k on the Revival Gohan banner and didn't get him any featured units, but then I pulled him in 1 KCC on the return banner. Fair enough, Monkey. Yep. My friend got shafted for LF Trunks after spending 32 KCC. That sucks. You know, what your friend could do is if they just spent 8k more CC, they're still getting Trunks. They know that, right? Like, you can still get Trunks if you just... This is why I say for people that do step-ups, get the 40k CC. Get the 40k CC, and then get the unit regardless of the shaft or not. That's why step-ups are still super good. How much do you think the boost system tier affects... the boost tier system affects the meta? It doesn't actually affect it as much as people give it credit for. What I would definitely say is that the boost tier system definitely makes playable units with just bad stats a little more playable. Any unit with a good kit that just didn't have the damage necessary, that is in a Z tier, has now the capability to perform, but not at the level of Z tier units. At the level of, let's say, a tier 1 unit, which honestly is good. So, does it greatly affect things? No. Now, for the featured scale, how much does it affect the featured scale? Because I'm sure that was the point of this question, but it might have been both. The featured scale, it definitely helps, but it doesn't actually push it too hard. So, like, for example, in the case of Goku and Vegeta, even if they're off the tier system, the featured system, they're still going to be a devastating duo just because of their kit alone. And because of the damage that they can deal is actually insane. With or without, 20% is not as much as people actually think. So, now, of course, I can't really back this with evidence until we get them off the feature system. And then you guys see that they'll still be dominating without the featured system. And if they're not dominating without the feature system, then they've at this point already released something that's even better and more meta-defining. At which point, I got to worry about the game state, because then they're doing too much. So, you know, there's a lot to consider here. And there you go. That's how I think about the boost system. It's a good system until we talk about featured units. Once we talk about featured units, then it gets really muddy. And makes me very sad, because, like, honestly, shouldn't have been with featured units at all. Okay, we're going to do this. Yeah. And then we're going to do this. Boom. Hello, Jaren. How you doing? AKA Trinity Eagle. How you doing? My first copy pull in a summon was after getting 17 coins on this banner. Oof. For LL Trunks. Yeah, fair enough. Red Pycon, yeah. He's a great example of a character with an actual good kit. Just stats were so bad, he needed the help. He got it. He's now, I would say, at least a tier 1 character. Tier 2, maybe. Tier 1, tier 2. He can put in work. Another one was Red Android 18. Fantastic support unit. She's a fantastic support / defense unit. Her problem is her damage. They fixed that with this new system. So that's another unit. If you've noticed, that's 2 red units that got fixed up. Got every LF except beside the feature mean one. Fair enough. Yeah, he's Z tier. It's just the meta that sucks right now. People don't understand that Goku and Vegeta will still be OP. People said they are only because of the feature system. If that was the case, Super Saiyan 4 Goku would be goofy right now. Exactly. Thank you. That's what I thought. That's what I think too, Monkey. It's going to be the same thing with Trunks and a whole bunch of others. It's just that the featured system makes already OP characters more OP, but that doesn't change the fact that they're OP. You're just giving specific characters an even further buff that they don't need. Hope the next LF they release is yellow because there's so many strong purples now. I mean, NXRJ, if you haven't noticed, a lot of people are using anti-meta picks in order to beat out mono purple, which is a full power Frieza. Legends Limited full power Frieza is now like a fantastic leader slot. Sure, I'll play with you. A fantastic leader slot unit. Or alternatively, you just play PO or LOE. I think they gutted the Zenkai buffs too much. It's not that they gutted it, Monkey. You know what's interesting about Zenkai buffs? It's actually that because they had lowered the power scaling of Zenkais in general, Zenkais are not as OP as they used to be. And I think another reason for that is that there are more prominent whales now than there used to be when Zenkais first released. So that's another thing, right? There's so much that has happened. Also, Wayne, I see what you said, but I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to say, welcome. I hope you're going to enjoy your stay, but if you don't, that's okay too. How many CC do you have? And if you have more than 20k, then why are you still doing these raids? For items. That's why. I want you know, items. That actually still matters. And yeah, it's over 30k. And hoi-poi. Why would I not do this for hoi-poi coins? Like, it's literally in my title that I want hoi-poi. Okay, click R. There we go. Like, it's a fair question, I guess, until you really think about it. So, if you didn't think about it, that's your answer. If you did think about it, then you already know it. So, I mean, it's up to you. Looks like today we're bullying Broly. Yes, we are. We're bullying Broly 100%. See, hoi-poi coins are bae, and I love hoi-poi. But yeah, to answer your question, I specifically have over 30k CC, and I don't care about the CC as much as I would like it. I would love if they would keep the old format for this damn thing, but they don't have it. So if you guys want to see my CC just real quick, I don't know if I can show it to you there. Nope, doesn't let me show you there. So let's just go to summons real quick so I can show you the damn CC, because apparently I have to do that. Here we go. There you go. 30k, basically almost 31k. Okay, let's go back to the raid. But I'm doing this mainly for hoi-poi and the exchange shop for other things. That's really all that is for. When's the raid my team begin, by the way? It probably begins around like 3:15. That's when I'm gonna start. So we still have another like a little bit under 30 minutes. I can't do math. So it's right now 2:48, and I said 3:15. So yeah, under 30 minutes. It's like 27 minutes? I don't know. It's like time. Time is relative, okay? Expert Owl, so do I. Rip Borley. Borley will live. That sucks. It really sucks we can't. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Listen. I don't know what went through their mind when they decided that they wanted to go back to the old format. That's like a step back. It's not even an opinion. It's just a step back. And I think the only reason why, guys, they're doing this are two reasons. One, they gave us the triple X banner, so they feel entitled to do it. And then two, they're trying to curb stomp retroactively auto raiders. So if what I mean by that is auto raiders are people that use auto clicker. Okay, we just need to find the last ball. There we go. We're gonna do this. Whee! In place is night. How's your place? It is afternoon. It is like 2 something. It's almost 3 p.m. only. Whee! Alright. Vegeta's be going crazy. Whee! Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage right there. Clickety. Okay, here we go. That's gonna be great. That's insane. Let's see. Wait, have you got LF Trunks? No, I did not, Emerald. I skipped that banner entirely. 100% skip. It's like a 100% skip for me. Just use hacks on raids. Oh my god. No. I don't want to get banned. No thanks. People really use auto-clicker on Legends? Yeah, of course. Because raids, you can easily do auto-clicker and win. You can do beginner co-op. And do you know how many points for your guild you can farm just from using auto-clicker on raids? It's insane. I don't use it because I don't want to get banned. But, you know, otherwise... Because it is against the terms and services of Dragon Ball Legends. So I think that's something to note. So before you use auto-clicker, just be aware that it is against the terms and policies of the game. So when you consider that, you gotta wonder, okay, well, first off, did I spend money on this game? If so, maybe don't do that. Another thing is, am I a YouTuber for this game, and is that my livelihood? If it is, then obviously don't do that. I think really the only things stopping me from actually using auto-clicker are the fact that I've both A, spent money, and B, am living off of this game, surprisingly. So, when considering that, I have to, you know, conscientiously decide that that's actually a bad idea, even if it would give me a lot of points. All right, take care, Obby. Have a great night. Yeah, pretty much, Expert Owl. That's kind of what happens. Yeah. I haven't seen anyone get banned from autoclicker, but then again, just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it hasn't happened. So, you know, there's so much that can go wrong. And it's just a matter of time before they decide to crack down. And if they never crack down, then, I mean, fair. Maybe they can't track it. Because I know there are settings to make it so that it's not apparent and that you'd need to get video proof of someone doing it in order for you to actually, like, know that X player is auto-clicking. Did you play PvP? DBZ Sean asks. Yes, I have played PvP. Not in the stream, though. I don't play it during stream. But I do play it, you know, on my own time. And, just like last season, oh, did the game freeze? Are you kidding me? Are you fecking with me? What the feck is this? Phone's fine. Game is not fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, redo that. Feckin' feck. What silliness. How's stream been? Gigabit? It's been great. But yeah, DBZ Sean, I'm playing PvP. Last season I got top 6K. It was very simple. I was very lazy. The goal was very simple. Go to battle rank 61 and then stop. So I just made the cutoff for top 6K. And that was that. I mean, I was okay with wherever I landed. But, yeah. Like, I was lazy. And I am going to be lazy this season. Only make to battle rank 61, maybe 62. And I'm going to stop. Why? Because I don't care about PvP too much. And, you know, I'm chilling. I don't really want to push myself. Because I have better things to do in life. Personally, for me. I'm not saying playing PvP and going higher is a waste of time. I'm just saying for me, it's not worth it. I have more important things in my life that I'm willing to prioritize than playing a gacha mobile game to decide who has the most predominant thumb in the universe. All right. Okay, should I buy tickets on this banner or get the LLZ power? I personally think, Monkey, the LLZ power is better. But if you want to get the tickets for the gacha experience, go for it. I wouldn't blame you either way. But I think personally that the LLZ power is always going to be more worth it. PvP is so stressful. Listen, DBZ Sean, at my ranks, it's not stressful for me. I'm not finding it stressful. But then again, you know, once I get to BR61, you know what I do? I just stop. Although I fought BR61 players while going for the rank ups. So, I mean, you know. So, I guess to some degree, I guess I'm not finding it as stressful. But at the same time, I understand for people that do find it stressful. Because it, you know, there is stress involved. I get it. But I think the thing is, I don't really think of it as stress. And I guess, let me share to you guys why I don't feel it as stressful while playing. The reason for it is because I don't have the mentality of I must win. I have the mentality of, okay, how can I play so that way I play optimally? And I focus on my gameplay and my play style more so than I focus on, am I going to win the match? And as long as you're focusing on your game and your play style and making sure that every single play that you're thinking of and what your opponent is doing is optimal, then in that case, chances are you're going to actually win the fight. If your head is too focused on, oh no, I'm gonna lose because I made this mistake, or oh no, if I don't do this, I'll lose, or I won't win, then yeah, you're gonna lose. You're focused too much on the outcome of the match while the progression of it is still ongoing. I think about progression and I don't think about the outcome. And the outcome happens because of the progression. It's how the game how meta defining, how meta players tend to think, because you're trying to think about what to do during, not what the end goal will be. That's why. Father, do you know the Dokkan thing that happened? Dokkan had a bandwidth for the glitch that made their stats grow. Yeah, I noticed. I saw that. I'm talking about through 34. Oh my god. When I just feel stuck and I get stressed, you must stop. People will rank up and game will be easier. Yep, exactly, Expert Owl. You got it. Is rank 61 enough for top 10k? Last season, absolutely. It was enough for top 6k. Let alone top 10k. I got a banner title for doing literally no work. Why am I still with a better ability bonus? That's a 13-star Goku Vegeta, and yet my ability bonus is better. What the feck? What type of units do I have that people don't? Feck. Monkey says, I've been struggling against passive players in PvP. There's a lot of them. I understand. Yeah, passive players can be really annoying. But then again, there are times when you run into accuracy, of course. What about mobile phones? Sometimes I think my opponent has a better phone and does perfect vanish every single time. Actually, it's not about that. A lot of competitive players are playing on tablet or BlueStacks with a controller. Another thing that you might be experiencing is that they are floating to the very edge, and they understand the difference between your, where's my green card? Where the feck is my green? There it is. All right, switching up. Switch. Another thing, Expert Owl, is it's not necessarily about the mobile phone. It's actually more so about their positioning on the float before they switch. If they understand, if they know the different animations that your characters can do, so for example, they can tell instantaneously those microseconds between a tap and a blast, they know exactly how to counter you. They know exactly how to perfect vanish on you, because they know instantaneously the moment an action is taken that is microsecond, not a tap, they will perfect PV you, and then they will get a free combo. And a lot of top level players learn this because, well, it's important to have it, so that way if you PV, you get a free combo. If PVs are free combos, PVs equals winning, so do it. And that's how it goes. Yes, Marcos, yes, you can join. Just, you know, scan it. All right. Is there still top 10k rank system? Isn't it percentage based? It is both. So, Docs, I got I got last season 1.5 KCC, I think, roughly. I think was that. Or maybe it was a little more or less. I think it was 1.5, though. Because I got top 10K, which was top 6K for me. And then I also got... I was in the top of the top percentage for those that aren't number 1. Like, who isn't the champ. So, as a result, I got 500 extra CC for being in the percentage base. So, as long as you're within the percentile, while also having a rank, you'll get both, actually. You'd think Zenkai buffs would affect units more, but they start to taper off, I feel like, once you do a lot. Actually, NXRJ, here's a fun fact. So, let me nip this in the bud right now, because I was wrong. D-Free was wrong. A lot of people were wrong, because Toshi has officially announced it. I think it was Toshi and a lot of other players. We have officially discovered something very horrifying. And here is the answer to this horrifying statement. Zenkai buffs, so the Zenkai ability, so Zenkai buff a character. It doesn't diminish. It stacks. Which doesn't make sense. But it's officially been said in my guild, and we were looking around for information, and yeah, it stacks. Can someone help Marcos with the scanning to learn how to scan? Because I don't recall, like, there's a scan feature at the top, but I'm in the middle of a game, so I can't really show that. Okay, 2 blues, cool. I'm just gonna wait for them to click. Beautiful. They'll get my blues, because, I mean, they look lovely, so they can have it. So yeah, Zenkai buffing is a stackable thing, which I think is dumb. And to me, it makes no sense considering if you're going off of percentages, if you're going based off of percentages, Zenkai buffs shouldn't be stacking because they're taking off of it's not stackable. It's based on the initial buff and then going from there. But if it is actually stackable, that's terrifying, because that's basically telling me that Zenkais are pure buffing. And pure buffing with that type of stats is just insanity. So I'm hoping that this new information is completely wrong. I'm really hoping. So how to scan? You go to the menu, you go to the scan feature, and you have your scan right here. That is how you do it. Then you go to you scan my thing. Thank you, Emerald. There you go. Thank you, NXRJ. Thank you. And I showed it too, so there you go. We have discovered something truly terrifying. A Dragon Ball fan can speak well. Nani? Oh my god, no. That's horrible. You can't... No, don't say that. Has Rate My Team finished? No, it hasn't, actually. Samville, it's about to start in about, like, 13 minutes. Rate My Team will start in about 13 minutes. We were first grinding hoi-poi, because I want hoi-poi. And I'm lazy, so... I'm lazy, so... I want to grind with people, since I'm lazy. And I don't want to work. I want to work to get my hoi-poi. I don't want to not work. Because what's going to happen is if I try to do this on my own, I'm going to get bored. But if I'm talking to you guys constantly, then I'm going to pretend like this isn't happening. I'm just talking to you guys. See? I'm being smart. I'm being super smart. I'm helping you help me while talking to you all. It's freaking fantastic. Do I play story mode? Absolutely. It's free CC, and also I like the story. Even though it's garbage right now. The story has devolved from, like, C-tier level storytelling to Garbo. And I'm all for it. Mainly because it's a mobile game. What are you expecting from it? I mean... But I'm still invested. I'm too invested at this point to not care about the story. You know? Alright. Ooh, yes. There we go. Whee! Said full damn. Marcos, just try again. I can stay longer, but I need some rest. So, Emerald, then go for it. Take some rest. Have yourself a great, fantastical day. And just, take care of yourself. Stay salty. What's up, my man, Corey? I'm fantastical. I've been really enjoying Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Yeah, I understand, Monkey. All right, take care, Emerald. Have a great day, and rest up, Monkey. Yes, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta is fun to use. I agree, 100%. But I'm fantastic, Corey. How you be? All right, Marcos, try again in a bit. Man, where's SSB at? Which SSB? There's so many SSB. Unless you're referring to SSBE. Which in that case, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Hoi-poi. Look at those hoi-pois. Look at that. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Hey, Cumber, Super Saiyan 3. How you doing? I see you there. Okay, Marcos, try again. Try to get in. Try to get in. Let's see if you can get in, buddy. Good. That's good to hear, Corey. That's good to hear. Ah! Also, Charlotte at 14 stars Transformer stats is similar to an L of Zenkai. Yep. Talking about Super Saiyan Bob. I love Bob. Bob is my favorite. Bob is your uncle. Hello, Joku Black Jr. How you doing? I see you there. It's been a while, eh? Well, it actually hasn't. We've seen each other recently, but that doesn't matter. It's still been a while, like of being together, being a family, and just enjoying each other's company. About time I give some others some raids too. I agree, Doc. You're super OP. You're so fast. It's Corey. Corey's in. I'll pair with Corey because I like Corey. Corey's cool. Super Saiyajin Vegeta's toes at Zenkai 6. He's a solid tier S character. I'm gonna be real. As much as Mono Purple is definitely a solid top, I would say 5 to 3 contender for the meta. I think people are overestimating Super Vegito just a tiny bit. Yes, he's got a lot of buffs that, if set up well through, I would say, lower tier characters, can be very devastating. But I think it's really, really important to not over judge a character to the point where we are hyping them up to be something that they are not. Which soon, once the meta shifts us a bit, people are going to notice that. And then people are going to be like, wait, what happened to Super Vegito? And it's not that he's going to disappear. It's that he's not going to be as relevant as right now because of not much of a counter to a meta where it's pretty much just, oh my god, this hand is perfect. Holy shit. Give it the big ka-chow. I'm just going to let him break back. I really want to see this RR happen. I don't care. This RR has to happen. Just don't use a blue card. This hand is so perfect. Just give it to me. No. Wee. Ka-chow. Wee. Ouch. Okay. Click it, click. Yes! Oh my god, this is so good. I love this. Okay, green card is the pick. Okay, blue. Oh, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, oui. Oui, baguette. Oh my god, this is gonna be nice. I'm sorry, this is some weeb shit, but yeah. Alright. Talking about Super Saiyan Blue Shell. Fair enough. My girlfriend got mad because I beat her in Legends. I mean, I beat Emily in Legends all the time, too. But that's okay. Emily and I think we've only, played, officially, realistically, 6 times. And we're in videos when she was bad. She ain't so bad no more. So, it's okay. It's okay. I'm always save up, get CC, save up CC. Now I will. My guy. Legitimately named my guy. That's good. I like that you're actually gonna save CC. Save a ton of CC. Dad, your ability bonus is OP. Showed the equips. Ultra must be yellow. Ultra must be rainbow. I got a new account for DBL and I'm enjoying it a lot. That's good to hear that. That was super fun, man. Yeah, it was, Corey. That was. Kyle can Bob the Builder. He can fix it. Super Saiyan Bob can fix it real good. Super Saiyan 2 Bob can fix it real good. Super Saiyan 3 Bob can fix it real good. Super Saiyan God can fix it real good. And then Super Saiyan Blue Bob can fix it real good. There you go. You're welcome. That was free of charge. Where be Marcos? Why is Marcos not here? Marcos, are you still here? You're not managing to get in, bud. What's going on? Is people too fast? Are people too fast, buddy? Because if they are, I'll start disbanding and waiting for Marcos. I will do that. I have a thing. Can I join Richard Plays? Yes, you can. You can absolutely get. I have a thing where if people are being left behind, I will stop and wait for them to come ahead. Dub for DBZ would be like, yep, exactly. Ah, crap. Sorry, I swore by accident. I only did it because I messed up and my phone almost fell off the table because I don't actually, yeah. I that didn't really say much, actually. That honestly, that said, like, literally... Sorry, no Doki Doki. I'm about to ruin the Doki Doki! Alright, here we go. Green. Alright, there we go. Phil G, can I get to high ranks with God Key? Yes, 100%. Thoughts on DB Heroes and Legends collab? Not gonna happen for now, but we'll see. I mean, I would love it to happen, actually, honestly, but we'll see. This meaning top 5k, 100% you could do it. God Key is a top 100 team, so you can definitely do it with God Key. Green Broly at 7 stars. Okay, Zenkai that with the USTR Zenkai shop. That's gonna be a beautiful unit to have, at least while you're a beginner player. 100%. Unless you're talking about the movies Broly, in which case 7-star Broly, still really solid. Fantastic unit. Go nuts with him, he's fun. Marcos, are you still here? Richard Plays, are you still here? What's your game's in-name game? So that way when you show up, I know it you. Or alternatively, actually, instead of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite, and if anyone isn't Richard Plays or Marcos, what's going to happen is I'm going to disband. Show you my blue boy equips? I'll show it later, okay? I'll show it. I promise. I'll show it. I'll show it before Rate My Team. How about that? Before Rate My Team, I'll show it. All right, Richard Plays. Or, alternatively, Marcos. Scan the code! Should I use Vados with my SSBE? No. 100% not. Guys, at this point in time, the meta does not favor Vados at all. Like, Vados is completely dropped. It's not because Vados is bad. It's because Mono Purple and Goku Vegeta is just too much right now. You're just begging to be one-shot. Don't do it. It's not worth it. What I would actually 100% do at this point is just run Green Topo. Vados right now needs to take a backseat until the meta calms itself a little. Because whenever I see Vados, it's just free dubs. It's just free dubs. Like, I had a situation where the game ended in 2 timer counts because I accidentally murdered Vados. And then it was just instant forfeit. 2 timer counts, Vados murdered, instant forfeit. Not worth it. You've been trying to get in, Monkey? Yeah, bet. Has anyone in here watched Bride of Chucky? No offense, Phil. Looks like an eagle nose. I've watched Bride of Chucky. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yes, Monkey, you can play. Yes. Phil, outside your main team, what is your favorite team or a team you would like to main? It's a good question, actually. I like that question, Saeed. Let's see. Let me think about that. Because that's actually a fantastic question. If it weren't Saiyans, what would it be? Team that I would like to main. A team that I would actually like to main. Future, if it weren't so goddarn expensive all the time. Future would be great. I mean, like, I think one of the reasons why I'm not doing it now when I have the potential ability to do it is because I'm so invested in Saiyans at this point that I just don't see myself wanting to spend on Future, especially with other banners coming up. And on top of that, Goku and Vegeta are just such fun units. If not Future, God Key. I would have loved to main God Key. I think God Key would have been a phenomenal unit. Phenomenal team to main. I think another reason why God Key I don't main is because since I like its strike variant, and the strike variant is all LFs essentially, is just not worth it for me. So there you go. That's the reason why I don't main God Key or Future, and I would love to. So I think those are my answers, Saeed. I'm not really sure which one I would pick between Future and God Key. Maybe I'd pick God Key a little bit more over Future, just because I'm a really generic protagonist main player type person, but that is the answer to that. I mean, fusions. Who knew? Oh my god. I feel like every Sun fan main are people who wanted to go because it's meta and has 3 LF Zenkais at the core, but then realize it's just a bunch of OP units placed together with no synergy. Yep, pretty much. Marcus, where are you? I don't know where Marcus be at. It's like he disappeared on me. It's sad. Dox! What did I say, buddy? What did I say? Monkey. Get in here. Monkey. Get in here. Or alternatively, Marcus, get in here. I will fight for Marcus and Monkey's right to play. I will fight for their right. Oh, heck. That happened. My chair turny things are turnable, so as a result, I accidentally knocked them to the side, and now I don't have support, so I fixed it, and now I have support again. God, this setup is so good. I don't have to move. Although my knees are cramping a little already, and it's like an hour in. So, yeah. So after this, pretty much, if we get Monkey or Marcus in, I'm going to switch over to rate my team. So we'll just rate your teams. And then I'll tell you how hot garbage you are or something. But I'm probably not, because I'm a little too nice. But what I think what I will do is I will be, like, real with you guys when it comes to your teams and what you can do to improve. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. Anyone that wants the main feature, there's an alternate option for free-to-plays. Yeah, but I don't like alternate option for free-to-plays because when there's an alternate option, what happens is it doesn't do as well. And then people complain. The lobby is full. Wait, was this not you, Monkey? Is this Marcus? Or is this not even Marcus? Did I get bamboozled? I probably got bamboozled. Knowing me, I got bamboozled. 100% bamboozling. 100%. No, that's not me. Oh my god. No. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna switch over. Ooh, another blue. Come on, where's the green? And there's no green. Okay, okay. That's it. My name is Ahaha. Okay, bet. Boom. Okay, they're Goku. So we're gonna do Blast for this. I like paying attention to which character is the Goku Vegeta unit on because that decides which color arts I'm giving them. I'm so sorry, Monkey. I want you to play. Bruh. Yeah. Well, okay, one thing with Sun Family, though, guys, is that their synergy is improving because of the leader slot. So Sun Family is becoming more relevant in terms of, like, its ability to play, and their min-max situation is also improving because of their ability to play because of the leader slot. So that's another thing. My son, I've upgraded my fusion team. I still have to work on my Zenkai Super Gogeta. Fair enough. All right, we're going to do one more, despite what just happened there, and then I promise we're going to show the equips, and then after that, I promise we're going to go rate my team. So I'm going to look for Ahaha. If I don't see Ahaha, it doesn't end. Okay. SOH Trunks, Yellow L Futuron, Red SSB Ku, or CMZ Pure Vegito, or Fusion Zamasu, and then Ringoku Black. But couldn't you just use the free-to-play future unit, free-to-play Rose, as your yellow Lord free-to-play, since, you know, he's a future unit, and also he's a yellow? You know? Oh, wait, no, wait, what am I talking about? You have the LF Future Han. Ignore me, I'm just being weird. Gah, I can't read. For some reason, I read SSB Ku, and then I thought of, like, Slushy Cone Goku, the one from, like, Champa universe, and then I was just like, that makes no sense. And then I realized, wait a second, I make no sense. You're referring to, like, the red Goku, the one from the future that it goes, Rah! Like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, yeah. And then Saeed's message got retracted, so I don't know what he said. And my free-to-play feature has great synergy, 3168 ability bonus. That's great. Bro, I have a question. Ahmed, yeah, go for it. What's your question? I really need a red unit on my God Key team. Then put a red unit on your leader slot. Pick any good red unit you have, put it on the leader slot, slap it on God Key, say ka-chow, and you're done. What's your production of the upcoming banners? Oh, prediction? I would like to think that they're doing like an Ultra Gogeta. An Ultra Gogeta for the upcoming banners. Either Ultra Gogeta, maybe Ultra Gohan. Very less likely MUI. But that's my prediction, honestly. An Ultra is coming out. Because December banners usually are very relevant banners. So the way to make it relevant is to, you know, make a unit that will have longevity. Not necessarily be OP from the get-go. Just has longevity over the course of time. I mean, when you look at Legendary Super Saiyan Broly and Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, the green. Oh no, did I? I did. I fecked that up. That saddens me. Oh well. Whatever. Do this. Okay, I'm ready. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna give him strike, and then that'll be good. All right. Can you explain the leader slot? So Mina, yeah, 100%. The leader slot is very simple. Anyone that is in your leader slot gets all the Z ability of everyone else, and it's placed onto them as long as you bring them into battle. And vice versa. So as long as the leader slot is being used in battle, the Z ability of the leader slot character, as well as the Z ability of everyone else, will be shared. The only thing that's not shared is Zenkai's, equips, and passives. So when picking your leader slot character, make sure that they work generically in terms of passives and in terms of equips. But the Z ability itself will be applied to everyone as long as you're actually physically using your leader slot character. And there you have it. All right. I have LFSOH Trunks at 7 stars and Blue Boys at 5 stars. I don't have FSK or Future Gohan or Blue Gogeta. So which banner should I summon on? If you have... Wait, why did you spend on both banners? I just gotta wonder. Like, I guess like, if you're just collecting, I guess that's fine. But if you're trying to play PvP, splitting your CC between two banners, not exactly the smartest move. You don't need FSK if you're just gonna run Future or movies. Future Gohan or Blue Gogeta. So which banner should you summon on? I mean, realistically, Ahmed, if you want to play Future, then just do the Future banner. If you want to play movies, go for the movies banner, but gotta decide which one you want, actually. Like, I can't make that decision for you. If you just want the most meta pick right now, Future. 100% Future. But if you want longevity, then go the movies route, because you're going to want to have access to Goku Vegeta at as many stars as you can. So, I mean, like, you either play the long game or you're playing the short game. Your choice. It's really your choice. All right, let me just show my equips, and then we're going to go to rate my team. Because apparently we want to see my equips. My equips are very standard. I put this one for raid specifically only because of this. Special move damage is what I care about. I don't care about the ultimate damage. That's what I really care for. Also, the Vanish gauge recovery is a lot more relevant in co-ops than it is in PvP. Not saying it's not relevant in PvP. It's just that it's more relevant in co-op because the AI is a little bit more exploitable. So there's no bum rushing from the AI. Same thing with this. You got the special move, health restoration, so that's nice. And then I got my plat equip, which is just some basic stuff. It's nothing crazy. So there you go, Doc. So that's it. And then as for my support units, it's all extremely high support units. Right now, the one that's actually holding it back a little is this guy, because he's not Zenkai buffing at the highest degree. I could probably get this guy to almost maybe 1600 ability bonus if I had that at Zenkai 7, as well as the Super Vegetos, but we don't, so there you go. And then if I had everyone at 14 stars, it would just further buff this guy. So he could be higher, but it's okay. And then I got SAB, Jacket, Vegeta, and Goku. Nicely done, Zeno. Phil, do you think a red is necessary in a movies team? No, 100% not. Actually, here, let me guys show you my Saiyans team. So if we were to go to Saiyans, here's my Saiyans team. So as you guys can see, there are no reds. Goku Vegeta, as a unit, completely nullifies the importance of a red unit. Pretty much. So, do you need a red right now in a meta where Goku Vegeta is dominant? No, absolutely not. Maybe in the future you will, but right now, having a red is not super important unless your red can do super, like, a ton for your team. If we're talking about someone like Bojack, no, you don't need Bojack anymore. As much as it pains me to say it, because Bochad is a Chad, you don't need him anymore. But that's not to say you can't play Bochad or make Bochad relevant. It's that, objectively speaking, red units are declining in their relevance in teams where you can just splash Goku Vegeta. Is the other revival Gohan completely forgotten in this meta, lol? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Because I need blue boys at higher stars, but future Gohan would help so damn much with my main future team. Then you go with future. If you want to play future, go with future. Because future is not going to be non-relevant. Strike Future has been relevant this entire time. Just people like to shit on future. And I'm going to say shit because, like, people like to shit on future because people just think of the Blast version and the non-whale version, which is fair. I mean, most people can't afford the whale version, but now you can. So there is no real excuse for saying that future is bad or struggling ever. It's not struggling. It's never bad. It's never been bad. It's just been bad in its Blast variant. That's it. First ever sellable Ultra. How would that will be like? That would be crazy scary. Who is better for my God Key? 5-star LF Frieza on leader slot or 3-star SSBE? Personally, I think that the LF Frieza on leader slot is better. It's a better anti-meta pick. But SSBE is also really good. So you can't really go wrong with either. It's just dependent on, like, how easy do you want the nullification endurance to occur. So, Phil, do you think Goku and Vegeta will stay top tier for a long time? I'm afraid I invest in him and become like UI Goku. They said he was the best unit at first, but he became trash real quick. Saeed, that's the problem. Guys, actually, here. I gotta point this out. So, I think it's really important that you guys understand. When UI came out, he was not the best unit in the game. In fact, he was far from it. He was a good unit with some problems. People overhyped him. They overhyped him to the point where it got really bad. Let me just show you a video. I'm not going to show you the entire thing. I'm just going to show you where you can find the video. So this was around the time where he just kind of recently came out. And I had made a video, which obviously didn't get a lot of views. It got only about 267 views, and it had even less when I first released it. It was back in the time when I was doing Among Us and Dragon Ball Legends and a whole bunch of other things and not being focused on one type of aspect of videos. So here it is. I literally titled, Why UI Sign is Not the Most Broken Unit in Dragon Ball Legends. Around the time when he came out. And I explained it very efficiently. I still agree with what I said, even today. And that's how I know that I did a good job with the video. And I'm not here to toot my own horn. I'm doing it because this is why I really am annoyed by specific YouTubers. Specifically Endakoba. Calling a unit the most broken thing in history. And I called him out in this video. Like, not actually fully, but I showed his thumbnail. And I was super pissed by that. This is why we do not listen to overhyped YouTubers. This is why we don't watch a showcase and then judge it based off of that. Let the meta sink in. Don't just watch a YouTuber and then take the YouTuber at face value. And that includes me, please. So apply the same sort of discipline to me as well. I'm saying this because just because we have a lot of knowledge does not mean that we are not mistaken and not wrong. Okay? Like, and I say that including myself because I have been wrong in the past. I know that. But it's very important that we don't double down on bad opinions. And I'm sorry that I'm getting a little angry right now, and I am a little angry because there's a ton of YouTubers doing that sort of thing. And it's what causes a lot of you free-to-play players, or even Dolphins, to put your CC into things that are not worth it at all. I know Endakoba overhypes everything, but that's the problem. He has so many viewers. So think about the amount of viewers he has that get strung along. Not all of them, but enough viewers that are new viewers, by the way, that get strung along, spend on things that they don't actually need or want, and then by the time they realize that, it's too late because he's done his job. He's gotten money off of that. And I'm not saying he's a bad person. He's not a bad person at all. Endakoba is a nice person. But it's because of how big his channel is in terms of how relevant he is because of how long he's been in this industry specifically, that he has a mass market. And when you have a mass market and you're in it for, well, obviously, you know, constantly investing in the game while also constantly getting new viewers, then in that case, there's less thought about, am I diverting the wrong attention, and more about, will this work for me? And that's what's happening. I mean, NXRJ, he played PvP last season. He was trying to get to diamond rank last season. What's the core Strike and Blast future team? Strike, I mean, let's see if Game Press did it right. If Game Press did it right, I'll just show you that. One second, guys. I just need to get Eddie to sit because he's being a little shit disturber right now. Yep. Eddie, come. Pass me a treat. Like, pass me the bully stick. Eddie, come. Eddie. Yeah. Oh, yes, good boy. All right, Eddie, come this way. Oh, yes, he's here. Hi. Hi, Eddie. Hi. All right, Eddie, you ready? You want this bully stick? Okay, let's go in the crate. Good boy. All right, Eddie, sit. Yes, good boy. Okay. Set time for 10 minutes, okay? All right, let's see if Game Press has a good tier list for future. I mean, not a tier list. Let's see if they have a good team for future. All right, this is fine. This is actually a good one. So here's one. No. As much as this is a core that has actually showed up, don't do that. It's gonna fall very quickly. Definitely don't do the Cell one. This is fine. Another one you could put that they haven't added is the Purple Rosé. So you could also do Purple Rosé instead of Goku Vegeta. But you can also do Goku Vegeta onto this team and call it a day. So some of these are fine. I don't like the middle ones. This one right here will kind of fall off. I think mainly because doing overhyped health without having like too much defensive equips, although I haven't seen their equips, so maybe they're trying to do it defensive. I don't know. Could be a problem, and defense doesn't last too long in a meta that constantly evolves and constantly gets stronger and stronger. So that's another thing to consider. But overall, these are not bad. Like the top one, the bottom one, if you were to change it to Rosé, that also works. This one right now is still relevant, so you can do that right now. The Cell is fine. It is good because of the anti-revival, but if there's no revival, then Cell himself is okay. He's not horrible. He's struggling because his damage is very blast-based for a unit that wants to be melee type. I don't know. It's a very strange situation. But I don't personally think that you need to run Cell if you have better options. All right, let's go to rate my team now. 333 for Phil right now. Exactly. Those followers, their followers, Endakoba has people that knows he overreacts, and even though people know that, they still spend CC just because Endakoba, that's just his nature. I know. But at the same time, you have to consider all the new players that watch him. Like, think about when Rhyme was big for specifically Dragon Ball Legends. This was during a time when I was watching that dude and playing Dragon Ball Legends as like as a scrub. And When Rhyme was overhyping a unit, I'd believe it. So I'm like taking personal experience, right? And why would I believe something while I was a nub? Well, because I'm a nub, so I don't have any clue that I'm being led on. And that is the problem. No, you don't put red rosé. You put the purple rosé. Purple rosé, dude. Not red. No one cares about the red. The red's bad. All right. It's a lot of teams. All right, let's do it. Dark light. Cool, cool, cool. Pigeon Junior. Oui. My GT team. Bet. My PO team. Cool. All right. And now we're going to do Butcher. I'm a very passionate team. Passionate. Oh, it's a different team. Cool. I'll take it. In the morning, I love him, but he do hype a lot of units. Yeah. By the sent him team in your DMs. Okay. Don't play Red Rose. Exactly. Yeah, just as a bench unit. I wouldn't even play him as a bench, but you know that's just me. I personally find Red Rose to be kit wise good, stat wise / just kit wise a little underwhelming. So you know, as most connoisseurs of this game like to say, trash. But I like to say just outdated, because I think the word trash can only be reserved for PyCon. All right. So with that being said, let's take a look at what we got. We got Test, which is future team. Obviously we have Red Rose as the buffer. I hope. I hope he doesn't ever fucking show up. If he does, I'm going to. Wow, I slipped up there, didn't I, guys? Fecking show up, because if he does, that's bad. That's really bad. Don't use this guy at all. Let's see. We got yellow, blue, purple, Garen. Yeah. It probably has the leader. Yeah. Why Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the Fusion team on Game Press? Oh, because leader slots. That's why. You can put Super Saiyan 3 Goku on fusions because of the leader slots, but I wouldn't, because Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's better. So, yeah. Don't do that. Hey, Kingpin, how you doing? I see you there, bud. Game Press is very based. Like I said, I only use them to, like, see what they do right. But if you don't know between right and wrong, be careful with Game Press. Be very careful. That's my disclaimer. Be very careful with Game Press if you don't know between right and wrong in a team composition, in terms of a tier list, that sort of thing. So just be careful. Like, it's really hard to stress enough how using Game Press as like an all-knowing source is a bad idea, especially since it's only run by like 3 to 5 people at best. That's too little of a team without using any data to back up their claims. At least any data that we get to see transparently. So yeah, overall, let's actually look at this team. So in terms of ability bonus, Test 3000, that's nice. Zenkai 5, I'm sure it's going to get to Zenkai 7 eventually. We'll see. I don't know. But I hope it eventually gets to Zenkai 7. Yeah. I can't see the equips, so I don't know what the equips are looking like, but A's, okay, I guess the next step would go to S. In terms of red, I mean, you don't need this at all, unless you just want to use them for the buffs, in which case, that's fine. Overall, the team itself is solid for a free-to-play team. It's unfortunate you don't have Future Han, because he's way better than the Rosé, free-to-play Rosé, but free-to-play Rosé is still solid in its own right. Not a bad free-to-play option at all. Definitely relevant enough that it can compete in the meta. Just not against every single unit. So his bleed is very, very dependent on the opponent not having some sort of immunity. That green Zamasu assist Goku Black is a phenomenal unit, at least for now, because of their defensive capabilities. I think in the future they will drop, and I think a lot of that has really to do with their linearity of a kit, kind of like Pycon's. But the difference between them and Pycon is that they don't take as long to build up. Plus, they have a main ability. I mean, not a main ability. They have a main ability locker, which is nice. So that's another thing that gives them a lot more relevance than Pycon ever had in terms of relevance. So this is basically Pycon done right, while also having some defense. So I do suspect that the green Zamasu / Goku Black Assist will kind of phase off, kind of like Rage Trunks. Solid right now, maybe not in the same way. Rage Trunks really phased off because he was just hyper defensive, whereas these guys won't phase off like as bad. So that's nice. But like just looking at them and knowing what they can do right now, scary. Over time, going to be less scary and less scary until they're just, units that existed. But yeah, solid, good team for the most part. Just need to get those S equips in. I would like to know what equips you're even running, because without seeing that, I don't know. And then obviously Zenkai 7, that purple Zamasu, so we get a better, more strong and beefy team. But good job overall. Let's take a look. Future. Alrighty. So we are running this equip, that equip, that equip. Okay, so we are abusing health restoration, which I do enjoy. One thing that I wish that was happening here is that the plat equip was being run. If we were running the plat equip, I would replace this equip immediately. The movie's plat equip. And then another thing that you could do is you could replace this equip and run the silver Goku equip. Let me just look that up real quick. It is DBZ Space. I'll show you guys the equip in just a moment. It is a really good equip. I am working on that currently. Slowly, of course, but I'm still working on it. So once I get that done, you will be able to do it, and it will be great. Here we go. So this is the one. Awaken, I think we can do it. No one. It's just to even out his defensive and offensive stats. Because one of the biggest issues that this Goku Vegeta has is that he's kind of paper in some instances. Not always, but there are instances where if his buff's removed, or he comes in at the wrong time, takes a raw at the wrong time, or gets debuffed the wrong way, and then starts taking hits, he kind of goes down like paper. So it's very important that you kind of also work around his overall base stats, and one of the best ways to do that in a full, complete way is to run the Awakened I Think We Can Do It equip. So to do that, you just want to get enough of this equip, which if we check where you can get that, where does it say? Does it say where we can get this equip? No, this is a top equip. What the feck am I doing? I need to find the non-top equip of this. There we go. It's the Advent of Frieza, the Universal Thing, blah, 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 Chapter 4. So you just go here, and you'd look for that, and you'd farm this. So you just go over here to farm it. So it is something that you can pick up at any time you want. There we go. So yeah, that's what I would do for this specifically. But otherwise, the setup is good. If you do not have the purple plat, the movie's plat equip, then I'd probably just drop this. Unless this... Actually, let me just double check this. Before I say that, let me just double check. 1 second. Let me just find it. There it is. Base strike, special move, base blast attack. Okay. If we're doing this, then in that case, I would keep this. And then I would replace this still and put in the Awakened. Despite that also reducing the amount of health restoration you have, personally. I think that, having a solid blue card, very, very important. And also having very solid stats overall, very important. Especially when you're looking at your stars, too. So that's, I think, another thing. Now, I know a lot of players are playing this yellow Broly for the buffs to specific colors. But I also have to caution you against doing that. Especially when the team composition will eventually change. And then you'll have to be forced to take him out. So just consider when you're putting in a buffer like this, is it really worth it in the long term? I say that because right now that's happening. And a lot of players are going to start seeing that it's not very successful. Let's see. Ultimate Gohan. Yeah, fine. This, not very relevant, but I guess for health, it's fine. Health buffer, fair enough. One thing you could definitely do if you really want to put a health buffer instead. You could just replace this, get another one of these equips. Do the same thing, because you already have a health buffer as it is. And since he's got a Vados-like cover change, that's relevant already. So having the more defensive stats, I think actually plays out better than having more health on top of health, especially when he's very squishy with this setup right now. So having a plat equip to even him out, unless wait, no, you can't do this plat equip. What am I talking about? You can't do that. Ignore me. Ignore me. I'm being silly. I'm being a silly person. For some reason, I thought you could do that, and then I realized, no, wait a second, you can't do that. That's only for a specific set. Yeah, it's the Trunks Future Saga. That's unless he is Trunks Future Saga. Yeah, no, he's not. That's what I thought. Yeah, okay. No, I'm being dumb. Ignore me. Setup is fine. Health is fine, but honestly, I still think that if you could get a yellow defensive equip, let me see if I could find any yellow defensive equip. But if you get a yellow defensive equip, that would be really good for you, just in general. I don't know what went through my mind when I said that was okay. Ignore me sometimes. Oh, feck me. Base blast, base strike. This is not bad, but I'm trying to look for something that'd be a bit better. In terms of, I mean, this is actually not bad. Awaken just you wait androids. Base strike of 30%. That's pretty good. Special move 15. Base blast defense. But what are the equips on that? Because that actually very much decides that. Yeah, I would go with this awakened. If you're gonna line this, you might as well go for the awakened. Get some extra defense, because it's up to 25% for the awakened. Although that's gonna be hard because it's the first slot and it's awakened. But then you also got to consider like the amount of damage you can do in terms of your base strike. So I would actually do this equip over that. But otherwise, solid there. Let's move on. Okay, fair enough. I have nothing to say here because now you're putting health with defense with health. That's fine. Okay, this is just, I'm gonna ignore that. And then I guess overall fine. I think, yeah. Overall, those are what I would say first we work on. Then I won't get ahead of myself. Then we'll work on other things. So overall, fine. It's good stuff. Good job. If you have the purple movies plat equip, use it. Like I said, I have a specific setup for this character. So if you're not running that setup, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that I think that maybe there's a lack of optimization. But that's just personally on my end, like what I think. You do you. This is not a bad setup. I have nothing really against it. I just think that there are better equips objectively than this setup. Like I said, the Awakened Silver. The Awakened Silver. And then the purple plat equip. I mean, the movies plat equip. I personally think they're just stronger picks for this, along with this, than these two. But that's just me personally, okay? Okay. I see we're abusing health restoration. Love it. Love to see it. Yes, love to see it. Okay. This is fine. I think one of the biggest problems with this team specifically is just Vados existing. And it's not because Vados is bad. It's because in a meta where purple is so dominant, Vados is a very easy kill. But if you love Vados and you think that you can manage, I have actually nothing really bad to say about this team. So, that would just basically mean that you have a solid God Key team. That's great. And I would definitely work on A, most likely eventually stars on whoever you can. And then B, further buff your equips to the next level. Cosmin says, sup. Hello, Cosmin. How you doing? LF Red Golem with the plat equip is so good. Which one? I wonder if the Trunks equips are damage against regen or health. I mean, if it's against regen, that's a waste of time. And if it's health, it's also a waste of time considering the health. So, yeah. Phil, I have a feeling they're going to add Goten and Trunks assist unit at some point. Probably Samville. Green card removing Vanish is so good. Yes, but that's the same thing with PyCon, right? Let's see. Hybrid same battle member. How do you get the plat equip? If you're looking for the movies plat equip, this one, it is currently unavailable. So if you were playing during this time and you weren't farming this thing, you missed out. You missed out and you have to wait. this was super important to grab. So here's my tip of advice to all of you from now on. From now on, forevermore. Here's my tip of advice. If you ever see a plat equip in an event that isn't your ultimate plat equip brain, if you ever see an event that isn't where we have that ultimate plat equip collection in the upgrade section, farm the darn equip. It doesn't matter if you don't need it. Farm one to be really good, so that way when, for some reason, something like this ever occurs again, you're ready. One of the worst things players can do is, I don't need that equip because I don't have that unit. Well, one day you might. And then you're going to be like, I wish I farmed that equip. I can't run it now. Just farm the damn equip. Like, I have already a Dragon Fist equip for a yellow Goku LF that I don't even own. Why? Because I just want to be ahead of the curve. It's very simple. It's easy trigonometry, okay? Just be ahead of the curve. I have Green Topo on 7. Should I put him instead of Zados? Yeah, 100%. 100%. He can tank better. And a unit that can tank better is more viable in a meta like this than a unit that can give buffs. We're no longer in the day where utility alone is enough. You need to have some sort of defense, too. Or you need to be a god at dodging. I mean, like, it's your choice. You're either a god at dodging or you have, like, the ultimate defense. So, your call. Because any good green should be able to survive a purple combo. Any good green, and I'm serious, any good green in this meta needs to be able to survive purples. So if you can't survive a purple with combo with your green, you have a problem. Yo, bet Cosmin. Listen, I love me some Roblox, so I get it. Okay, let's take a look at this this team. Once again, I have nothing really to say here. I've said the same thing I wanted to say every single time. I think there are better setups. Fine. I think you can awaken this, but otherwise, fine. I don't remember if you can awaken this on this guy, but the point is, if this equip is out, work on it. I don't like that it's a S with triple green. It just disturbs me on so many levels. Fine. This is fine, actually. Fine, yeah. I have nothing really to say about this. I think the next step, really, is just working on certain equips, and then further boosting your equips to the next level. Hybrids, let's see. Okay, okay, so since we're running this Goten, that's fine. Any unit that you apply with him will be really good. One thing to note specifically is that this equip can be awakened. So awaken it. The next thing that I would definitely say is that you have access, if you're just looking for just pure, not pure, if you're looking for just base damage buffs consistently, this equip right here would be phenomenal. Now, I don't know if this is still out. It is out. So it is out. You can pick it up. It gives you an extra 35% to blast damage. So both of these equips are garbage in comparison. And then finally, if you want to just, round that out, we go here. And we go for a pure damage buff. So you would go here and you would look for battle style blast attack to up to 10%. So what's going to happen is you're going to apply all of those percentages that you have here with the awakened and the other plat. And then you would apply all of that with his stats afterwards. So it applies that way, which would be better than just the 2 plat equips alone. But then if you were to optimize this team, then I'd probably just drop the awakened of this equip completely. So it really depends, actually, what you're trying to do with your team. If it's just like this standard, I would do the standard triple, double plat with 1 awakened, and then the other gold awakened. That would be the plan with this guy, if you're doing that specifically. If you're trying to maximize your damage potential and also maximize your team with damage potential, then in that case, the equip setup changes a little. Including Royal and Goku and Vegeta. Wait, Monkey, wait. One thing I noticed is that the Platinum on SSBE is strike base, and SSBE's massive damage comes from his blast, so I'd replace it. I mean, Monkey, one thing that is interesting about SSBE is that he can be a strike base unit. 100%. I think right now, his utility kit, despite, yes, you're right, being very heavily blast based, you can still focus on strike and still make it work just because of that. Could it be the equips on the unit if they can't survive a purple? It could be, but chances are it's not. If it's Vados, it's definitely not the equips that are the problem. I mean, the equips definitely can play a part, but even with good equips, Vados will still get completely shredded in a meta like this. So that's another thing to consider. Right? Like, even now, this purple Gohan can get shredded. Even in his first form, let alone his second. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that there are just so many viable anti-revival units that Revival Gohan is dying. And it shows. Overall, like, this hybrids team is, like, solid for what it is. It has a color wheel, which is nice. And also, it has a beginner setup. So, the only thing that is really relevant is changing these equips and making them better. There's a lot of equips that shouldn't be here, like this S, this A right here. This B needs to be worked on, obviously. This I don't like because it being just, even if it's a bench unit, having like solid equips just for your ability bonus is nice. So overall, I think the next step is S equipping and replacing some equips to make your team a little bit better. I could show more, but this would take hours just to fully build. So giving your leader a better shot is better than nothing. Okay, 1 second. Yep. Call me if you need help. Alright, sorry guys. Sorry for that. I had to manage Eddie. Eddie was being very, very hyper. I think a lot. Ooh, I got scratched. Yeah, Eddie was being hyper, so I had to just help calm Eddie down. So one of the ways that I like to help Eddie calm down is by lightly grabbing underneath the collar and just applying just a little pressure to let him know, hey, you're being overly dramatic. Just calm down. He settles. I let go. And then, if he wants to play fight a little, that's fine. It's like teaching him not to like go bonkers, as well as we give him like a little bully stick or a stick to redirect his mouthing or destructive behavior, because that way it's really important. One thing you don't want to do with a dog is discipline or hurt them, because that would be actually really bad. That would just get them to fear you or to want to bite you, and you don't want to do that. So just about like managing in a light and respectful manner, because you know they have feelings. They're animals too. Can you show me the best equips for Green Topo? I will in a moment. Ven has entered. Welcome, Ven. How you doing? Yeah, and Revival is basically on every new unit, and it's legit everyone in this PvP season with Goku and Vegeta and SOH chunks. Yep. Did you see my team, Phil? I might have. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyways, let's look at this. Veggie melee. We got a red, yellow, red, purple, blue. Okay, interesting. This is no longer necessary because you have Goku Vegeta. So honestly, I would just run Goku Vegeta on this instead of this. Like this unit itself, no point. Red for this as your red melee. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yellow. You could also do SSBE, but if you like this instead, totally fine, actually. Yeah, this is fine too, as your green. Yeah, absolutely, especially as a leader slot. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, I think the first thing I would really say specifically for this is Goku Vegeta would be the purple here. Then we could really work on the equips. I think one of the biggest issues is just not having the Goku Vegeta right here. That's all. Emily, you should redirect with his plushie if he doesn't. Oh, yeah? Okay. So, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, overall, it's a good job. Just, you know, could be improved in that aspect. Phil, there are some pure equipment that stats per battle member and some say for each battle member. So, what's the difference? Okay, so per battle member means that it is per existing battle member while on the board. So let's say you have a per battle member that's a 6% per battle member on the board. So you have 3 units. And it says, for example, girls. Let's just say for girls right now, okay? It says per battle member. So per battle member that you have picked, you will get 6% to your pure buff. So for a grand total of 18, if you've done it right, which is insane. That's actually a lot. Whereas if it says for each battle member, then what it's actually referring to is just their existence. So it means that while on the board, for each one that existed, you get this. And that's the difference. I don't know if that really explains it. But we'll see. Can you show me the best equips of Green Topo? Drizzy, I will, but give me some time, okay? Okay, we got this. Nice. Actually, I want to see what that does, because that looks really solid. But I just want to double check, because I don't actually think I have this awakened in a way that I like it, so that's why I don't have it. Okay, oh, it's got base key recovery, too. Yo, that's nice. God key range, God key defense. Oof, that's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. That's insanity how nice that is. Oh. Oh. Oh, yes. Sorry, that's okay. I like this. I think one thing that you could do to round this out, if you don't find that he's tanky enough, is you could take this equip off, and you can go and you can find the equip called Gohan Protected Me. Now, where the feck is that? It's fine. Base health 10%. And then you got defense, a lot of defense. So if you feel like you don't have enough defense on this guy, that you could replace that with this, and that would actually still be a very solid setup. In fact, it could be arguably better, just because this guy's health res is stupid. And then on top of having this health res with base key recovery up with his already fantastic key recovery, and then also defenses, he's going to be... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. No. Okay, there we go. It will be great. So yeah, your call. Overall, solid there. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. I think the next things for you to consider is, because that's a movies team, You want to consider whether or not you want the movies buffs. So let me open this. Since you are getting base blast, base strike, and blast defense, then you're also getting defense pure buff. Strike defense pure buff. So like you got to consider if you want to do awakened here. I'm not saying you should. I'm saying because this one's a little bit more iffy as to what is the right move. But Emily, could you get me the spray for the alcohol in after when you're done? Please and thank you. Around like 4:15, maybe a little bit later. I will almost end stream soon. Don't worry. I'll try to speed through a lot of these. Yeah. So overall, I think that's the only thing I would really potentially add to these equips. The equips themselves are not bad. I just feel like that could be something to consider. Considering you have these and these, there are better equips out there for that. So you could, and also you have the awakened version of this. You could awaken it too. If you don't like the defensive version, you could go for the offensive version. I just feel like I don't really like the crit. I don't care about the base crit. So, and I don't like the option between the two. So that's another thing. But if you care more about the offensive potential of your characters, then in that case, that is something to consider as an awakened. So yeah. But otherwise, they work because, you know, movies and melee. Yeah. But overall, solid. Just keep working on your equips. Make them S. I don't know what to say to this other than good, solid. Like, this looks nice. Nice. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. So the Fusion Pure equipment, how does it work exactly? All right, let's take a look. Are you referring to the Vegito, this one? Okay, so 3 to 6% to blast attack for each tag fusion battle member. So this is referring to for all the existing battle members on the team, dead or alive. So it's just literally saying that for each fusion member you have, you're applying this percentage, about 6%, to your blast attack per. Then it's saying 5 to 8 to strike and blast defense for each fusion tag battle member. So again, since it's saying for each, it's just saying for existing members. So anyone that existed. Not if they're dead or alive. And then, you know, this is just changing cover. So that if you're referring to this one, that's what it's basically saying. And that's why I like for each versus per. No, the all right one. You said it's a pure. Oh, the all. Oh. Let me find that. Heck me. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, same thing. It's the damn same thing. Blast defense, strike defense, and then it's for each bad fusion battle member. Everyone on the team, yeah. But remember, it's for battle members. So as long as you have like them on the battlefield with you, it applies immediately. So there you go. So you could apply this to everyone. If you have an entire strike-based fusion warrior team, you could just slap this equip on all of them, and then just watch them skyrocket in terms of power. You could do that. But of course, you got to set up right equips, otherwise it's not going to work very well. Emily, he yelped. What was he yelping for? All right, let's take a look at this future. Make this S. I don't like seeing this plat equip A. It hurts me. This one I don't really care about. This is fine, I guess. Emily, he is literally struggling. I think he needs to go out. He was pushing against the door. Okay. I think he needs to go to the washroom really badly. Like, it's 4:08. I'll take him on a walk after, okay? Okay, cool. Hello, Daniel. How you doing? Overall, team setup is fine. Red unit is fine for the more free-to-play option. Equips are fine. Overall, everything's fine. I think I just get this S and go up. No plat on Trunks. Sad. Yeah, another thing. Yeah, you could do plat on Trunks for the defense, but doesn't look like they want to go pure defense. I think they want to go for more offense. I mean, to each their own. And then, let's see. Setup is solid. Self. This confuses me. Eddie looks like he just really wants to go out. Phil, so if I have all 6 units that equipment, do I get 30? No, that's not how that works. No. That's not what's happening. You're getting the 6% for each. So if you do that, for each battle member, that would be what, 12 or 18? It's 18, I think. My head's right now spinning, so I'm not really sure. But no, it's not gonna be 30. That's not happening. No. Imagine if it was 30 pure. That'd be scary. That'd be some scary stuff. Do you love Eddie more or Emily? It's a good question, but I love Emily more. I love Eddie, but if I had to save one, Eddie's going down. I would say put Red Trunks on leader. I mean, you could. You definitely could. For that team. You could, 100%. I'm just, right now, not focusing on leader slots as much. I think I'm focusing much more on just composition-wise. Like, composition. I think I'm focusing a lot on just equip setup and just what units are there existing. More so than what are the buffs from the Z ability. But you're right. Trunks would definitely be, yeah, 3 battle members, 6 times 13. Yeah, it's 18. Okay, good. So it's 18. 18 pure buff. That's really good. That's a solid equip for a non-awakened, by the way. I think the next step is for your awakened equips that are A's, make them S. You can do that. Like, you definitely have the ability to do that. Either that or re-roll and make them better, potentially. That's the options here. And then, these equips kind of confuse me. Not these two. It's this one. It looks so blast-based for a team that looks so strike-oriented, despite, obviously, there being a little bit of a mix. So, I don't know. But this, I guess, if you're going for mainly defense, then fair, I guess. Overall, it's not bad. I wonder. I wonder things, you know? I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna open a couple of more. We're gonna go through some more, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Not because I don't like you guys. It's because Eddie's really, really wanting our attenzione, and we can't really give our attenzione if I'm streaming, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's a thing. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Super Saiyajin, let's see. Okay. Okay. Doesn't that only work on Sunfam? Let me see that. I think that only works on Sunfam. But what the fuck do I know? I have to double check this. That's how you know that I don't use that equip. I think it works only on Sunfam. Yeah, it's per Sun family. What the fuck? It's like you're telling me you don't even use this unit, which I guess fair. But if this, yeah, no, drop this equip. Yeah, drop this equip. What the fuck is going on here? This is no good. Eddie is the utmost priority. Yeah, pretty much. It's really hard for me to want to judge the equips when I'm looking at the team and I'm thinking, well, there are better options for Super Saiyans at this point than the OG version. For example, now you can just run blue, and purple, or you can run blue, yellow, or blue, purple, yellow. with Hybrid Saiyans existing and Legendary Super Saiyan Broly existing. This team doesn't have to be Saiyans at all, realistically. They can just be Super Saiyans with different tags because Super Saiyans don't care for Z ability as much anymore as it used to. Another thing is you could literally put Bardock in the leader slot to do that. So you could put mainly hybrids and just have Bardock get buffed by the hybrids, and that would exponentially increase his viability while also make stapling him as someone that you need to protect. Which makes sense considering hybrids, say Super Saiyans, definitely want to keep Bardock alive, and they can. They can absolutely do that. So, personally, I think this entire team needs a rehaul. It's not your fault, whoever this is. It's just, well, it might be your fault, but like the point is, I'm not going to blame you for it. If you like this setup, we can judge it based on this setup. But there's not much to judge other than, working on some equips, making them better, and then from there, after that, prioritizing what actually units get to be seen. But overall, like I've seen what Super Saiyans can look like, and there are better unit options, which makes it hard for me to want to judge even the equips. I'm sorry, NXRJ. I get that. Yeah, you could also awaken this equip. That's something that's there. Hi KKFG, how you doing? Um, but overall, like the team isn't bad for an old school Super Saiyans team. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. So, just be aware that if you are putting your Super Gogeta as the leader slot, just be aware that if he's in the leader slot, chances are you're going to be bringing him in a lot. And in this meta with blues not necessarily being super prevalent, but being prevalent enough because of future and stuff like that, that you have to deal with that. I'd definitely say awaken this, yeah. Like Zephyr said. Working on some of your equips to get them to Zed, especially like this one. Um Replacing this equip entirely. That's a good start, I think. That would be a good start for this team. Blast base regen. Okay. Makes sense. I think the very simple things to talk about is that this could be easily better. This could be easily better. I know it's Strike, but I mean he's one of the few units that will just have to stay Strike. You could improve this, and otherwise, really good. I think one of the things you could do is that this equip. I know it's hard to roll this really well, but you could apply this to some other of your blast based units other than just him. That'd be fantastic. But otherwise, solid. Very solid for a blast-based regen. Strike is better, but blast is also good. God Key defense. Okay. Also run the plat equip for Bardock. Yes, you could. You could also run the Bardock equip plat. Sorry. Yep, that's beautiful. Yep. No, you're right, guys. You're absolutely right. I missed that. Absolutely right. I missed that. 100%. Good spot. This is why I love having people to help to bail me out when I feck up and forget something. Good job, guys. Yeah, the anime original is equipped. So while we're here, so I can show that, so that way, I at least do my part in, following up with what you guys said. For Bardock, guys, where is it? This equip. You could also apply this. No way, you've lived long enough. Base critical makes sense since it's Bardock. Special move up makes sense since it's Bardock. Base strike and base blast makes sense. It's Bardock. So yeah. And you could also apply it to units like Super Kaioken Goku if you don't want to run the movies Goku, because he's a Super Saiyan, so he will get buffed. Super Saiyan Bardock will also get this buff, so that's really good. So yeah, if you have Super Kaioken Goku, consider maybe putting him as your green instead of the FOC movie Goku, because he has endurance that you can apply while also having an no way you've lived long enough equip to apply to him. Plus, you can actually do some good setup defense for this dude. So that's another thing to consider in terms of units and XRJ. So yeah. But if you want to keep ROC Goku, absolutely okay. All right, let's see God Key defense. I would probably replace this equip eventually, but otherwise, setup is good. Setup is pretty good, yep. Although I think you can apply this to him. Why do I not remember that? Why do I forget things like within 3 seconds of existing? I think that's just part of my brain. It's just like, yeah, you forget now. And I'm like, okay, fair, 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 fair. No, he can't apply it. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Never mind. Just ignore me. Setup is good. Just work on this and work on this. I like when the health is up. Fine, don't really care. Okay, interesting. I think there are better equips than this, but otherwise, this is a good solid setup. Okay, since we're at God Topo now, we might as well just talk about God Topo and figure out what are the best equips for God Topo. For anyone that runs God Topo, because I don't really run him, can someone point out just some equips that God Topo uses? Quack didn't forget about you, father, just overslept. That's okay, Quack. Aren't you supposed to actually, technically, it's not even bedtime yet, technically speaking for you, but that's okay. Zephyr, have you run God Topo? And if you have, what equips have you seen yourself put on him? Because I don't really recall what he does fully, because I don't really use him. And that's because I don't really run God Key. It's 420? Okay. Let's see. Does he heal? He does heal 30%. Cool. But it's not very relevant for health restoration, though. Don't run God. Okay, fair. Then I'll have to go kind of, Okay, so tag base equipment. Here we go. Here we go. We have the setup, so let's take a look and see what we got. All right. I'm going to open some links just to see what we have. What are our options? And then go from there. We're going to open just some. He is blast-based, so just consider that when we do these. Because I just want to see what are our options here. I think it's very important to, like, find options here. Okay, so this is blast, defense, strike. So, let's just see the team. The team is strike-based. Okay, if the team is strike-based, that obviously changes what equips we're going to want to run, so that's something to consider. So then this equip might actually be interesting. Not relevant, not needed. This might actually be relevant, so we'll keep it for roster number 2. Base strike, base critical, nope, automatically gone. Base strike defense, base blast defense for each. This could potentially stay. Base blast attack, no, it's too basic for this. This is very special / blast based. Could be good, but I'm going to remove it for this particular situation. This is base strike, blast, and health. This is going to stay. It's a staple at that point. Base key recovery, base strike, special move. Nope, it's too pinpoint oriented. Base blast attack, base blast defense, base blast attack, maybe. Base strike defense, base blast, base health could be interesting. Base blast, health res, no, absolutely not. This is completely garbage. Base key recovery, base blast, or base health, okay. Base strike, special, no. Strike, blast, defense. So defense, and blast base, maybe, but I probably will drop it. Strike for each rival, that's gone. All right, so let's take a look. He's 5, by the way. Phil, what are some good defensive equips for Blue Gogeta? Because this man can't tank. Not even a bit on PvP for me, bro. But even at advantage. He's a 5-star, by the way. I just have bad equips on him. I mean, realistically speaking, if he's not able to tank, that's not surprising. Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta is not a tank. He's more of a strike-based unit. So if he's getting hit, switch him out. But if you want to make him more tanky, we can definitely do that. But it'll be pseudo-tanky. It won't be actually tanky. That's the problem. Like, I think the biggest issue with Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, is that you're not going to find him to be a tank. He can definitely take some damage, but that's it. Would Game Press be a good source for the best equipment on specific units? No. Well, actually, wait, okay. Mina. Yes. For specific units, yes. For all units, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Zephyr, I think the problem with doing Blast for this type of team is if you look at the overall strike, like the strike offensive power of this team, especially with Gogeta being right here, it begs the question: is that even worth it? Especially since we're also running the likes of Revku, and yet the equips are Blast based. Wait a second, what the feck? Everything is Blast based on a team that should be Strike based. Interesting. Okay, never mind. All right, if we're gonna go that way, if we're going Blast, then in that case, you could run this, or you could just you could drop it all together. This is base Blast, base Strike. Actually, I'd run this. It's a good mixture. This goes away in that case. This can stay. This actually could become relevant all of a sudden. This could also be relevant if you want extra health, but if you don't want it, then we don't need it. Not even worth it at that point since you already have a health buffer. I would run this. So I think the options really are this. I drop this, run this, and call it a day. That would be my options for this God Topo. Now, again, that's preliminary options, so it's not necessarily 100% accurate as to what would be ideal, but it definitely is a better setup than whatever this is. I wouldn't do that. If we go back to God Topo and we actually check what that Feckin' Equip does. Yeah, no, drop that. Drop it. It's too situational. So there you go. The equips would be this, Awakened, this, and this. Done. And there you go. His strike is just non-existent for this unit. I know, but I'm just saying, like, when I'm looking at the team, originally it looks very strike-based until I look at the equips more closely, and then I realize everything is blast. Except for, like, Gogeta. So in that case, yeah, just run him as a blast-based unit. Yeah, 100%. God Topo can be changed, Zephyr. That's the interesting thing. You can change him to be a strike-based unit, but his blast will still be significantly better no matter what. And that just goes to show how different level he is. Also, Galactu's damage is legit piss water, especially without Vados. Yeah, I agree. 100%. And there's too much antiviral to even warrant bringing him. Well, listen, I agree, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to ask them to change it if they really want to run Revival Goku as, like, a clutch, like, anti-meta pick when it calls for it, but generally speaking, I agree. He's never going to show up because there's too many anti-revivals in the higher ranks to bring him in ever. So, yeah, I agree with that. So yeah, yeah, overall, this is fine. Just, I would definitely replace these equips, make them better. Since we're trying to make God Topo better. So yeah, if you're making them blast-based, these are my picks. Because I also want to keep a little bit of strike. Or alternatively, if you don't care about the strike, you could go for more defense. Because actually in a meta like this, with a lot of purples, this stat right here, very relevant. Along with this one. So yeah, definitely something to consider for this character. Okay. That's the exact same team. All right, we got Super Saiyajins with that purple buffing this one. Okay. Health res, not super important, but the rest, very, very likely. Yeah, okay. I question the validity of this equip on him because he does not heal up, ever. Change this to the plat equip. You have access to the plat equip for this guy. So if we go here, and this. You could do so much more with this on this boy than this ever could. If this was on the Super Saiyan 3 or Angel, I would agree. But it's not. So you might as well run this. And then, yeah, as a yellow, this is a solid unit pick. I have not much else to say about this. I mean, I would pick probably different units altogether. But if we're going based off of this, then I would, change this. Because sometimes you want to do double purple. Sometimes you do. Okay, let's take a look. Fugans. Oh god, there are way better equips for this than this. This setup is scaring me. Yeah, you wanna go for offensive power mainly for then defensive? That's fine. That's totally legitimately fine. Okay. Okay. One thing that you could definitely do since you have this equip is you can do a pure buff. Like the Yosha! You could have the Yosha equip. Same thing with here. You could have the actually, is this the Yosha equip? I think it is. One second. Let me just double check. I think that is the equip. If it is, then why isn't that being applied to more units? That is my biggest question. If you have all right already, you might as well apply it to more units. Why can't I see it now? Why am I so blind? What is wrong with my eyes? Maybe I should put on my glasses. Probably should. Why am I still not doing that? Because I'm blind and I am being dumb. Heck me. Where the feck is it? Oh, there it is. I need to put on my glasses. Yeah. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, it is that. Why is this not being applied to more units? What the feck, guys? This could be fantastic. You could replace this, put this on there, I think, because it works, I believe. All right, works on who? Works on any fecking fusion. Yeah, just do it. Just apply it to everybody. Make them all OP. Including him. Like, why is he getting nothing out of this? I mean, the team itself is fine, I guess. I mean, it would be nice if you had Super Vegito, but I probably don't, which is probably why you're running him instead. And then the lack of VB also hurts, but I mean, like, if you have to run him, fine. It's just not going to be as good. Why do I hate Fusion Warriors? Because they Yosha too much. Yo, David, how you doing? That's why I hate them, because they Yosha way too much. I mean, when a team can combo 99 consistently, I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate a team that can just do like a consistent 99 X combo in a game like Dragon Ball Legends. 100%. I'm gonna hate it. That's why I hate it, Monkey. It doesn't matter how good or how bad it becomes. It will always be hated by me to some degree because of that. Second Annie definitely made me hate Fusion Warriors. Definitely. So yeah, it just annoys me, the 99x combo that they can pull off for no apparent reason other than Yosha. So that's why. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't hate them. Fugans, again, a different setup. And I think this is the one that was asked which one is better. Personally, in this meta, Majub is better. It's not necessarily because... I mean, okay, when I say Majub is better, what I'm actually saying here isn't that Majub is better, it's that if you are a defensive player, Majub will be better for you. But if you're entirely offensive, then Gogeta Blue is the way to go. I just think that Majub's kit right now in the leader slot definitely helps the team overall a lot more than Gogeta Blue will. And that's no hate on Gogeta Blue. Gogeta Blue is a phenomenal character and a very, very explosive unit in this meta. I'm just thinking, if you're a defensive player and you're running fusions, Majub is very good as a pick. Alternatively, what you could do is you could drop, let's say, your blue or this red, and just run both Majub and the yellow Gogeta. So I think it really comes down to playstyle. Not one is necessarily better. They both have their pros and cons. Majub doesn't necessarily ignore cover change for too long, whereas Gogeta Blue does 3 times, in fact, for I think 10 to 15 timer counts. So that's relevant. You can nullify endurance. That's relevant. You have a potential auto kill green card if you land it. That's very relevant. But, you know, to each their own. I mean, this guy, Majub, has a quick green, so can't really go wrong with either. I think it depends on what you value more, endurance or the ability to just nix cover change more consistently. It's your call, what you think is better for you. I can't really make that decision. Okay. Let's see. I mean, at this point, I think I personally would also put the applied equip on this dude, too, since you can. Think he can, can't he? Yeah, he definitely can. He can definitely run that. He technically got a plat equip, guys. Guys, he got a defensive plat equip. Insanity. Where the fuck is it? And after this, guys, I gotta go because it's been too long. But why can't I find it? There it is. Yeah, see, VB's got a plat equip, guys. He's got a plat equip. No need for a blat. Thoughts on Drip Goo? Not great. Not bad. Like, mid-tier. Solid. Like, can be very usable. Very playable. But not very impressed. How do you do the 99 combo? VB, Kefla. Or VB, Gogeta Blue. Alternatively, if you have triggered your main ability with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you can also apply that. So essentially, it's just aligning VB as your start, setting up his combo, and then going for that. Will we raid or I missed that? You did miss that, David. Yeah, so VB can have the plat equip. No reason not to run that plat equip. I would actually drop this equip. This equip is not very relevant on VB at all. It's not like he has Vados to help. Oh, we're running Kefla? Oh, easy. You can easily do the 99 combo. Holy shit. That's a consistent 99 combo as long as no one cover changes. That's gross. That's absolutely gross. One thing I would definitely run is the all right. I mean, this is Fusions. Might as well run the all right. Or aka the Yasha. So yeah, you could do that. This equip is relevant on him, but you could also run the other two equips for this Gogeta Blue if you want to do the pseudo tank. So what I mean by pseudo tank is it's not actually a tank. It's just more so his health res will be more applicable over time as long as you're not getting hit all the time. So that's something to consider. It's this one. No, not that one. This one. And then where is it? Is it this one? I don't think it's this one, but it might be. I don't know. I have to double check. It's hard for me to remember all of these. Pathetic, yeah, health res, which is nice, and also base health, which is nice. And then you also have the base health, base strike defense. Actually, you could just run that and call it a day with 2 health res. But I think there was a 3rd health res that I was thinking of. Or maybe there isn't. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I think I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm not. It's been a day, you know? Why does Kefla make a 99 combo? Oh, easy, because she has card draw speed inherently and tied to her kit. That's why. So that's why. Monkey. If you want references for that, you just need to look up some videos on a 99 combo for fusions, and you'll see what I mean. Because I didn't make a video for that, and I have no intention of linking it. So, but if you want to look for it, go for it. It's on the internet. It's somewhere. I think one of the bigger named YouTubers posted that. You could run the Kaioken equip on VB if you want. Yep, you could. But it looks like they want to go for more defense. If they want to go for more defense, then just run the plat, and then run the Yosha, and then you could run this, and that'd still work. VB and yeah, exactly. VB Kefla spam was gross. So gross. Absolutely garbage. Garbage gross. Overall, like, I feel like, yeah, for these 2 equips, you could replace Pathetic, Ha, make him more pseudo tanky, especially at 2 stars. The health res will definitely be relevant. But how relevant is questionable, just because 2 stars, he can barely tank anything. Also, the next thing is, why is he the leader slot, considering the fact that you got a 2-star guy that is buffing almost nobody other than, I think, Movies or Godkey, which means if you really want to use this guy, he needs to go in the leader slot. Unless you don't, which in that case, I question his validity in the actual team itself. So there's also that. All right, let's move on. Hybrids, let's see. Got hybrids. Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. It's strike hybrids for the most part, and then we got this green that isn't strike based. He's blast based. So yeah. There's a lot that could be improved here. Like, for example, awakened equips, defensive plat for this dude. Let's see. Like, why is it on him but not on him? Could Zenkai 7 this? Fully buff this dude. What equipment would be better for Super Gogeta? The free Z Plus or the I'll show you? Let me look up the I'll show you. And that's Super Gogeta. Okay, I'll look up Super Gogeta. It will make my life easier if I just filter through his potential options than if I were to actually look for the I'll show you itself. Let me just find it because I am. You'll pay. Where is I'll show you? Why am I? Why can't I? Oh, there it is. Thank you. So you said the Freezy Plus or I'll show you. Special move, strike, base health. Oh, I'll show you is definitely better, 100%. These Freezy Plus is definitely not the way to go. You could definitely do this instead. Base health, base strike, and also special move. Well, much more relevant. All right, let's take a look at this again. So yeah, VB plat equip. I mean, just the plat equip for future is just inherently powerful. Anyone that can run this equip that can also go defensive will be inevitably powerful just by that alone. And if you add any health or any awakened, that also greatly boosts a character. So there you go. It's the golden. Yeah, I found it, Mina. Don't worry. Why do people still love Gogeta so much? I get he nullifies cover change, but he's really replacing all his teams. I mean, Monkey, I think the reason for it is because movies can still actively run him. Fusions can actively run him. That's why. It's because he's not necessarily replaced Common Core. It's that he is just an alternate core, or alternatively, can be replaced Common Core. That's why. Uh, overall, like, not bad teams, guys. I gotta go, though, so I'm gonna go. Emily really needs my help, and I can't be here anymore, so what I'm gonna do is, I'll probably try to give you guys feedback later today, just by looking through them on my own time, but otherwise, thanks for showing up, guys.